that because of my background in intellectual property matters and assisting clients with data privacy issues, I have really done a deep dive over the years and gained expertise in the understanding of how to handle sensitive data, especially when it involves emerging technologies. A large part of my work involves the protection and management of trade secrets. And given the environment today where data is king, and a lot of companies seek to process data, sell data, and really value data, having that knowledge and understanding as to best practices to protect data internally and also compliance with various regulations has impacted the way I approach emerging technologies such as AI and anything that's really a data heavy kind of technology. I believe that artificial intelligence will undoubtedly have the biggest impact on cybersecurity and risk management. And I see it all the time with clients who I counsel on how to responsibly use AI. How can we protect our data from the loss of confidentiality from bad actors? And how do we implement this into our workflows in a meaningful way where we can protect our innovation, our sensitive data, and do it in a way that respects our employees, the rights of others, but also complies with emerging regulations and laws in this field. I think the primary takeaway for attendees at my session is that nothing is static, right? I'm going to be talking about or moderating a panel about the intersection of cybersecurity and privacy with emerging technologies, and that companies that want to implement AI and new technologies must realize that having an AI use policy or acceptable policies on cybersecurity and data governance, that the technology changes, the use case changes, and therefore your policies have to adapt and change, and it's not set it and forget it, as I like to say. The answer is that conferences like Future Tech 2026 is important to the cybersecurity industries because it gives people in the industry to learn and hear from their peers, hear about the challenges they're facing and the solutions they've implemented. And I found that as a lawyer, right, clients don't just want to hear from me, but they also want to learn from what others in the industry are doing to really gain insight from a practitioner perspective.